Sup nerds, I'm CuppaJoey and welcome back to another episode of r/choosingbeggars. There's quite a bit of karma and justice packed into this one, so I hope you'll enjoy. Was I in the right? 97.9 voted no, oh boy. My boyfriend brought me Chipotle and brought it to me and I told him what I wanted on it. Well, he forgot to get corn on it even though I told him I wanted corn. I feel peed off that he can't do anything right. I guess I yelled at him for it and he started tearing up and apologised. He said he was just trying to make me happy. I told him not to even bother if he can't do one thing I asked him. He ended up leaving, but I was wondering if I had the right to be mad at him. He isn't answering my calls and I'm starting to feel like I might have overreacted, but I just don't know. I just don't know how one guy can be so dumb. Oh, I hope he dumps her. What a horrible girl. Okay, so we all snap at loved ones in moments of anger, we're all human, it happens. But normally I just feel so freaking guilty about it. That's the thing that my fiance actually said to me, that it doesn't really matter when we fight because no matter whether I was in the wrong or not, I will end up apologizing. Because, you just want to make things better. And, humans argue, especially when they live close together. It's normal, it's part of life. But to over freaking corn on Chipotle, this is ridiculous. This is what gets me to, yell at someone. She yelled at him. She, had a go at him to the point that he was crying just because he forgot to get corn on something, which is, totally human and normal. The amount of times I've been asked to get something when I go to the grocery, and then as soon as I get home, I'm like, God damn it, forgot olives, or something like that, God, I mean, it's just straight up abusive the way that she acted. The fact that she doesn't seem to think that she was in the wrong. She thinks that she may have overreacted, but she doesn't seem to realize that she just straight up abused her boyfriend. This isn't just choosing beggars. This is just a really horrible person. WTF, I receive resumes like this one all the time. Ooh, let's see what it says. Megan Blank, authorized to work in the US of A. Willing to work 3 to 5 days a week. Very dependable. Must be off by 3:30 every day, and the earliest I'm willing to work is 10 a.m. Cannot work with mayonnaise. It grosses me out, for God's sake. Well, that's it. That is the entire resume. Oh my freaking God. Oh man, okay, clearly Megan doesn't know how to write a resume. Clearly, this is somebody who needs to go to a workshop and be told, right, this is how you structure it, this is how you say where you're, experienced and all that. I mean, if she could only work 10 to half 3, then she needs to get part-time work, that's not going to be full-time. Which, is an option, with people with childcare issues and such. Yeah, part-time definitely works, but that, just also the fact that, I'm is just spelled lowercase I, lowercase m. Nothing about, what skills she has, just, very dependable. This reminds me, yeah, very dependable, but must be off by 3:30 every day and can't work with mayonnaise. This reminds me of a friend of the family who's a man with a van, and he put in a little ad in the paper for house moving stuff. And he described himself as fairly reliable. I was just like, oh my God. That just makes it sound like, I'll say I'll get there at 8, but I might rock up around 12:30, so you can't say fairly. This gives that kind of vibe. Can you make a male babysitter pay child support? I'm a single mom going to college with my sister. A couple of weeks ago I asked my neighbour, a nice guy, if he could watch the kids for 2 hours while I went to class and my sister wasn't home, and he agreed. If he babysits and doesn't pay, can I sue him for child support because he took on a fatherly role? I'm sure I can convince a court that he accepted a fatherly role, which is how who owes child support is determined in my state. Edit, the real dad died in a car accident almost 7 years ago, ... Oh, for God's sake. No good deed goes unpunished. Yeah, this really annoys me because it makes a lot of genuine child support claims. It trivializes it, It also means it's going to be so much harder to find people just to do you a freaking favor. This guy has been willing to help out and look after your kids, and he's not getting paid, he's just doing it to be a nice neighbor. And you want to sue him for it? This wouldn't happen if it was a woman, but now he's just ooh, maybe he's a father. You wouldn't say that, a woman babysitting your kids is now accepting a motherly role and that you can sue her for being, another parent. That's ridiculous. And that whole the real dad died, as if that's supposed to, tug at the heartstrings and make people go, oh, you poor person, oh, of course you should get this extra money. No, it doesn't work like that. You can't, sue people. Especially when they're just trying to help you out. That's just absolutely terrible. And like, what a way to make someone absolutely resent you and your kids as well. Like, I would absolutely hate her if it was me. You know he's broke when he buys you water. You know you're broke when you have to depend on someone else to pay for your meal. I mean, I don't get the whole heterosexual gender dating standards anyway, because I am queer as heck, which I'm sure that all of you figured out if you've been watching my channel or follow me on Twitter. I'm very open about who I am. So this is like a culture that I can't understand, because either like it's either gonna be that you split the bill, which it kind of should be the first few times, and then after that it's more of a, you know what, this will be my treat, or oh, are you sure you'll pay for that, oh thank you so much. You know, it tends to kind of bounce between the two of you. It's never one person does it all. And that kind of entitlement, it's like that one where the person was going, oh, I was gonna date him until he was gonna take me to Applebee's. I'm worth more than that. Like, well, buy your own fancy meal then. Guy who hacked my PS4 account admits it and would like some more free games, please. Bro, I used to have your account for almost a year and a half, and I really liked your games. So, can you be nice and share your password with me? Please? I know it is awkward. Yeah, it's awkward. I mean, the thing is that I wouldn't even share my password with, like, my best friends. Like, I would go over and I would put it in, but I wouldn't even tell them, because, yeah. Especially when, like, this is probably the reason that the password got changed in the first place. You can't steal someone's games and then be like, oh, hey, bro, can I steal them again? What a weirdo. So this next one is pretty long, but it is genuinely one of the most satisfying choosing beggar stories I have read in a long time, and I really hope you'll all enjoy it too. There's a healthy dose of karma. I think you'll like it. Let's just get into it. So this was originally a Facebook marketplace post that just said digital art commissions are open. Surprise, surprise, choosing beggars always love to attack artists, but let's go into it. Is this still available? Hello? Yes, what would you like to commission? You see, my daughter just lost her little bunny. The neighbour's dog killed him and she's really sad. There's nothing to distract her from the pain of losing her little best friend. She's only 8. Sweet little girl. I'm so sorry to hear that. I would be more than happy to do a portrait of the bunny. I would need reference pictures as a start. Payment is due up front and the commission will be sent to you in 2 to 3 days. Let me know. Thank you. With the virus going on, I can't pay right now. I'm wondering if you can do it for free. We're all going through tough times and doing one for free for a little go won't hurt you at all. Blank is not that much, so it won't be a huge loss on your part. I'm guessing that the blank was the price, but let's move on. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm currently not offering my services for free. I was laid off and need to buy medications and lots of other essentials. My prices are this low currently because I'm trying to get enough to get my medications. Blank is not a lot to you, but it's a lot for me. These paintings take me a few hours each, so I'd be working minimum wage for them. I'm so sorry for your loss. Everyone is quarantined, so I don't understand why you can't do one for free for a little girl. I'm disgusted by people like you in this type of crisis. You can never help the needy ones unless you're getting paid. I hope you get corona, you greedy, selfish C. Your family too. Your art is ugly. Disgusting. You probably one of the people that bought all the TP and hand sanitizer. F you. And I would love to get the virus and go cough on people like you. My daughter will grow up and be a doctor someday and hope you won't regret putting a smile on her face. Hope people won't go up to her and ask her to work for free. Bye, weird lady. She will have a real job saving lives, not trying to rob people for art. How long did that take you to learn? 1 to 2 weeks? And you want people to pay? You should be doing tour part during this pandemic and make people's days. You think people will buy art right now? What a joke. Like I said, I hope you and the greedy MFers get corona. You have all the time in the world right now to do one illustration for free. You heartless. You're a very inconsiderate a-hole. Your art is crap and I hope you receive bad karma. Really praying no one buys from you. What the actual frick? Okay, so this is the first post. Oh yeah, it's a series, this one. This one's absolutely brilliant. This one is a series. So before we move on with the arc going on here, before we dive into the Karen lore in this one, I'm just gonna like mention the few things that really annoy me about this. Number one, that whole, oh, it's just art, what does it matter? Like, it definitely freaking matters. It takes artists to, you know, for pretty much everything that you enjoy. your clothes, the programs that you watch on TV, music that you listen to, all of that required the work of artists in order to bring you this enjoyment. Besides, if it was like such bad art, and by the way, it isn't, like, the art is really good. I'm going to show you at the end, and I mean, you're going to see it during anyway, but I'm going to show you at the end, and I'm going to link to the artist page so that if you want to commission them, then you can. But if it really was as bad as this Karen thought so, then why the hell is she, like, so desperate to get it for free? And why do they always turn abusive? Why do they turn to, like, I hope you die, I hope you get this terrible illness, I hope your family dies, like, just over one little thing? Like, there's so much unnecessary cruelty from these types of people. It just astounds me how they can go from, like, 0 to, like, oh, it's just one little girl, and then, like, you're evil. You know, it's like 0 to 100 instantly. They go for, like, oh, I'm just a poor person that doesn't have this, to, like, proper attacking the artist. Anyway, this was the first post that the OP posted on Reddit. Like, in itself, it's a pretty entertaining Choosing Beggar story. Just shows how wild they can be when they get so aggressive. And yeah, that wasn't the end of it. Because Reddit got behind this person. They got behind and they were like, you know what? We'll pay you to do the portrait, and it is beautiful. Let's move on. Hey, I've changed my mind. Can you tell me or send me pictures of your buddy? And just out of curiosity, how did the dog that attacked your buddy look? Wondering because I'm trying to get a dog but trying to avoid violent breeds. I knew you would change your mind. Gotta say, I'm still mad that you treefed to profit out of a little girl's pain. Anywho, the buddy was a baby. I didn't get to take a bunch of pictures of it, but if I can any, I will send some. He was white and had red eyes. I don't know what ducking breed the dog is. One of those Grand Shepherds or Pit Bulls. Where's my commission? You lied to me, scammer. How am I scamming you when I agreed to do it for free? I've been busy taking care of my family. Sorry, I can't hurry to do free work. I hope your stupid art business is going terrible, weirdo. Are you this bored to harass a stranger? I'm not harassing you. You promised me a free painting and haven't delivered it. How would you like it if I did that to you? Thumbs up. And, like, the best part about that thumbs up is that they sent it, like, a whole 9 days after that harassing message as well. Still nothing? What have you been doing? Absolutely nothing, but can't deliver what you promise. You are despicable. Hope you never make money from you art again. It's been more than a month and haven't sent me my artwork. I will post on every Facebook sales group about you. Hope it was worth it. You gave me your words, you'd do it for free. F you. Show me some respect. Now. Then boom, this was what they delivered. I gotta say, it's like, it is actually a very, very beautiful art piece in general. Like, if you just look at how, you know, the fur is and everything. And you know, I mean, it is depicting a sad moment, but it is part of nature as well, so we gotta accept that. But the fact that they actually did it. But the best part is that the community of Redditors actually pay to get this done. They just wanted the Karen to have this. It's absolutely amazing. Here's your stupid portrait. Enjoy it. I've had 3 family members dying of the thing that I can't say in case this potentially gets demonetized in the future. And I've been sick myself. Sorry I didn't have time to do a free portrait. Enjoy. That you can imagine that the Karen was absolutely thrilled. You're a ducking heartless bee. F well. You have one job and you can't up with this? Fricking heartless bee. Hope karma catches up with you. My niece has tons of followers and she accepted to post the screenshots on her page. Your career as an artist is ruined. Vengeful bee, say goodbye to it. I'll be waiting for a written page on how you're sorry about what you did. No wonder your family members died. Your whole family are probably as disgusting as you. And again, like, even before they got the free portrait, they was being so abusive, demanding things, and just having absolutely zero humanity. This is what gets me in that, you know, if somebody said, you know, look, I'm sick, my family have potentially got this, you know, deadly illness, I really need to look after them. I don't understand how anyone could not be understanding about that. Even, like, freaking hard-ass office managers and that are understanding about it. Well, at least most of them are. You know, like the fact that it was just so cruel and trying, you know, because they were trying to hurt. You know, none of this was a Karen entitled about how bad the business has gone and how they want better customer service. This was just, I'm not getting what I want, so I'm going to try and cause you as much emotional damage as possible, which is really disgusting. So I think that horrible portrait was definitely worth it, but oh my lord, this isn't even the end of the saga. Because, and you won't believe it, Karen found out about the Reddit post. And here the Karen has posted a link to the Reddit post so you can just see the end of that. Saw your post on Reddit. You and those bunch of people that paid for that commission are going straight to hell. You have no heart at all, and my lawyer friend has advises me to sue you over emotional distress. You have 24 hours to delete all the conversations that include me. Also, tell you Reddit people to go to frickin' hell, bastards. I bet that lawyer friend doesn't even exist because no lawyer would suggest that unless they were trying to, like, humiliate their friend. Anyway, moving on. They paid me for the free artwork you harassed me about for weeks. There's nothing illegal about that. I'm not deleting my post. My daughter uses social media every day. She's going to see her dead pet being mouthed by Reddit weirdos someday. And that's knit the commission I asked for. Also, that illustration was poos. Those weirdos just gave you money for nothing. As I said, you have 24 hers. This little vengeance of you will hurt business so much, you cruel, heartless human. You couldn't do a free illustration for my daughter, but you did a whole illustration of it being killed because of a lot of psychopaths paid you. Karma will bite you so hard. You have till the end of the day. I'm checking her account every hour to make sure you don't do any funny business. My niece will make a post about this. No one will ever hire you. You are a freaking monster. Why haven't you deleted the post? What's wrong with seeing for a free commission when you weren't doing nothing? It's not like you were using any materials. I really don't get what those stupid people off Reddit are angry about. I was giving you more experience. You are an awful human, just like all those Reddit users who don't even have a job. Wait for my lawsuit, you, and then that's cut off. I assume it's just more insults. I will show you, Petty. Your career as an artist is done. It's a good thing your family can't see what an awful cheap human you are. Guess why I haven't gotten the terrible plague? You will die a frickin' starving artist. The difference is this time no one will pitch in to help you with your medicine. F you. I read every single comment from those losers, by the way, and I hope they get stinky plague juice. Since you love posting so much, you need to write an apology to me so all those losers can see it. If you don't do it, I will go ahead and tell my lawyer to proceed. Don't play with me. My lawyer said you could owe me money from the commission you got money from. Yeah, this lawyer that doesn't exist. Since the money was mine and I didn't authorize permission. It's called plagiarism, dumbass. You're so smart but didn't know, huh? I'll be waiting for your post. Oh my god. So this was like the epitome of evil choosing beggar Karens. Like, we have got so many. You know, if you got one of those bingo sheets up, we definitely hit like several things and like get a bingo or whatever. We've got the total cruelty. Like, this is the thing, that she kept accusing the artist in this situation of being like cruel and heartless or whatever for not doing a free illustration, while at the same time saying, I hope your family die, purely because they didn't respond like within a couple of days. So, you know, this Karen is the one without any humanity, you know. Also, I'm sure that, like, I wouldn't even be surprised if this little girl didn't even exist, or if it wasn't even her bunny. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just a Karen that happened to want a bunny and thought, oh, I know, I can make up this excuse. I can say that I have a daughter that's sick or whatever. Yeah, like, she didn't say that, like, the little girl had cancer. That would be another thing that Karens tend to do, is randomly claim cancer, you know, in order to try and get free stuff. And then this whole, like, oh, you're evil just because they wouldn't do work for free. I mean, I wouldn't turn up to my job if I wasn't getting paid for it, so why should artists be any different? Also, as you could probably guess, the artist is really good. I mean, as you could see from, like, the digital, like, bunny death picture, like, they are very good. So, here's another picture that they did, of course, like, a little bit less grim this time, but this is another piece of their art. This is the one that they're using to advertise. I think it's really neat. Absolutely, I think that if you would like to support this artist, especially considering what they've been through, then please look in the description. You will see links to where you can buy their art, but also where you can donate to them just if you want to show a little bit of support, but without actually getting any work. So yeah, support your artists, and support this one because I use this story and it was really neat, and if you enjoyed it, why not throw a couple of quid their way? Well, that's it for this episode of r/choosing beggars. This subreddit has been a favourite, and there are so many entitled Karens, I feel like I'm going to be revisiting it a lot. As I say at the end of every episode, if you enjoyed hearing from this subreddit or would like to hear from any other subreddit, then do let me know in the comments. And until then, I'll see you all next time.